Hello everyone, we're doing the weekend forecast today. We've got a very unsettled week coming up across the British Isles this week, with low pressure really dominating off the Atlantic, bringing in a lot of strong winds and heavy rain on quite a few days through the course of the week. Now before I get on with the video, I want to talk about the advertising. There'll usually be a video ad overlaying my web videos at GazWebBiz.com, but it's by those videos you'll be supporting GazWebBiz.com by doing that. Also want to mention the websites I'm using for the video. We've got the radar picture from the Met Office, and we've got the charts from weathercentral.d. Have a look at those in a moment. So this is the radar picture. This was the radar picture actually from 6 o'clock this morning. We had quite a bit of rain here across northern England, down in towards North Wales and the North Midlands. Much of that has now cleared away into the North Sea. In fact, all of it has cleared away into the North Sea. That's a weather front moving across the country. But we're left with these speckled areas of showers coming into northwestern Scotland and Northern Ireland. Elsewhere, a lot of dry weather, albeit rather cloudy, although that cloud will increasingly break up this afternoon as brighter weather moves down from the north. So this is the synoptic setup for today. Low pressure up here over Iceland, bringing in this westerly wind, and we're building in this transient ridge from the Atlantic. So we've got showers to come today across Scotland and Northern Ireland, particularly in the north and the west, but one or two going through to the east. For England and Wales, a lot of cloud, gradually clearing away to sunny spells, and that'll be the trend for the afternoon, with more away brightness coming along the further southeast you are. Temperatures today are actually going to be taking a bit of a dip. It's quite a mild start across England and Wales, or it was a mild start, but those temperatures will be dipping down through the course of this afternoon, so finishing up at around 5s and 4s up in the north of Scotland, and some of the showers could turn wintry with that over the higher ground of Scotland. And for England and Wales, well, we was at around 10 or 11, but those temperatures will drop back probably this afternoon down to around 8 or 9. Now overnight we're going to build that ridge of high pressure in off the Atlantic even more, a nice transient ridge coming across there, so showers becoming restricted to the far north and northwest of Scotland. The rest of the country will have lots of dry and fine weather tonight, with increasing amounts of clear skies, light winds as well, the perfect recipe for frost, long nights now of course, so we will see those temperatures dipping down to around -3 perhaps in some rural localities across say northern England, southern Scotland, and generally down to close to freezing excuse me, even for the towns and the cities. As we move through into Sunday, we're building this ridge of high pressure into the southeast, but low pressure is developing out in the Atlantic, and that really will be the driving force for the rest of the week. But we get one more generally dry and fine day across the country on Sunday. Large amounts of fine weather with good sunny spells, just a few showers around northern and northwestern coast. But late on, we'll find this area of low pressure bring cloud and heavy rain and a strong to gale force southwesterly wind into Ireland, and that really heralds the change for the rest of the week. Despite the sunshine tomorrow, it's going to be a cold day with temperatures of just 4s, 5s in the north, 7s, 8s in the south, so we're down into the 40s Fahrenheit, really quite chilly indeed. Now all areas will be turning wet and windy as we move into Monday with this area of low pressure. We'll have one pulse of heavy rain moving from Ireland into Scotland overnight Sunday into Monday. That could give some hill snow for a time over the north of Scotland, but it will turn back to rain. And then we're going to be bringing in a cold front through the course of the day. So I'd say about Thursday of rain moving from Ireland to Scotland overnight Sunday into Monday. Then another band of rain moving across all parts of the country through the course of Monday. Probably not arriving into the southeast of England until late on in the day. Notice the isobars are tightly packed, so it will be windy, gale force gusts of wind almost anywhere, and perhaps severe gales around some of the western and north-western facing coasts of Scotland and Northern Ireland. Temperatures between around 6 to say 10 degrees, 10 is 50 Fahrenheit, so lifting up a little bit but feeling quite cold actually in that wind and rain. And then as we go into Tuesday, we're in this broad run of southwesterly winds, so it'll be a milder day on Tuesday, potentially very mild across England and Wales, with temperatures maybe up to 12 or 13 degrees. But we're bringing another trough or feature in off the Atlantic through the course of Tuesday, so I think after a bright start we'll be looking at showers in the north, particularly for Scotland and Northern Ireland. For England and Wales, probably finding longer spells of rain coming up from the southwest through the course of Tuesday afternoon, so it could turn really quite wet in the south on Tuesday afternoon. country. Despite that, it will be mild with temperatures up to 12 or 13. 13 is 55 Fahrenheit, but still quite cold for Scotland, with most showers will still be wintry over the higher ground of Scotland, with temperatures of around 5 or 6 degrees at best, so the cooler air hangs on for Scotland. Into Wednesday, we're still into this southwesterly wind, so another very mild day across many parts of the country. Again, we're looking at showers or longer spells of rain in the north and the west, not too much getting through to the south and the east. One of the better days, I think, in the south and the east on Wednesday with a reasonable sunny spell, but lots of showers in the north and west. Still quite cold for Scotland. We're still just about hanging on to the cooler air up there with temperatures of around 4, 5 or 6 degrees, but the rest of the country really will be very mild indeed with this southwesterly flow. Again, seeing most temperatures lifting up to around 12 degrees. 12 is 54 Fahrenheit. The next area of low pressure is developing in the Atlantic on Thursday. That'll be sweeping across the country. So again, we're looking at another band of heavy rain developing to the west of the country. That'll be sweeping east through the course of the day, possibly driven on by strong to gale force southwesterly winds once again. As that rain clears away east, we'll find the winds going back round to the west, and that'll be bringing in cooler air then, with sunshine and showers following to Scotland, Northern Ireland, Wales and southwestern parts of England. The rain probably not clearing the southeast until after dark on Thursday evening. Temperatures will be taking a bit of a dip eventually as that rain clears through. Still quite mild though in the south and the east again, of around 10 or 11, but falling back to around 6s, 7s and 8s as the rain clears to the north and the west. And then for Friday, we're into this transient ridge of high pressure gain off the Atlantic ahead of more low pressure developing in the Atlantic. Friday will be a cooler day, temperatures down into single figures around 4 to 9 degrees. Showers in the west, but not too many showers getting through to eastern parts of the country. One of the better days of the week again, I think, on Friday, with a large amount of dry and bright weather. But as I say, temperatures will be cooler, taking a bit of the tumble. And then as we go into next weekend, well, it looks like the unsettled weather goes on with this very deep area of low pressure storm system actually back developing in the Atlantic, probably spreading more heavy rain and gale force winds across the country over next weekend. And next weekend could then eventually start turning much colder from the north and the northwest as that low pressure moves through. We'll have to keep an eye on that. I've been talking about it in the videos recently about those last few days of November, still signalling the possibility of some much cold weather, but I will be updating you on that through next week. So in summary, it looks like we're staying very unsettled really across the country this weekend, or becoming very unsettled really across the country this weekend, with showers or longer spells of rain on many days through the week. Very windy as well, with gales or possibly even severe gales in the north and the west. So stormy or autumnal spell coming up. That's all for now. Thanks for watching.